Hey everyone, it's Christine, and today we have some quail chores to do. All of a sudden here in Southern Ontario, it feels like summer has hit. We had a really rainy, wet, cold spring, and I was really worried about taking the plastic off of my quail coops. As you can see back here, I left half on for when I had planned to hatch chicks. I thought I was going to need that plastic on to give them a nice warm brooder. However, it's so hot out here today that I'm actually going to be ripping that plastic off. I have some chicks already in the middle section that are feathering out. They're 2 weeks old, and they really need to get out of that middle section. It's really quite warm in there, even with the side door cracked open a little bit. They do much better out in the open, I think. I'll continue to let them have their little heat plate so that if it does get chilly at nighttime, they can run under there. But I just want to take you along on this adventure and kind of show you what I'm up to today. So join me, we'll do a little bit of quail stuff. I'm going to give you a quick peek into the middle. Oh, hello babies. Oh, I found somebody. Our kitten really loves watching the babies. So I see she's snuck in. The door was open on this side because I've been using it as a greenhouse, and she snuck into the little inside enclosure there, and she's been hanging out with them. I thought I heard a small jingle of a kitten. She's going to be very sadly disappointed when she gets locked out of the whole system. She's a really good mouser though, so can't complain. She's just not allowed to eat the quail. So there are the babies back there in the corner. They are just hanging out. It's not too warm in here for them yet. You can tell they're walking around. They have water and food, so they're okay. They're not panting or anything like that, so it's probably actually quite comfortable in here for them. However, I do have another batch of babies being hatched next week, so these guys are gonna lose their spot anyway, so I'm just gonna get them ready to move to the outside pen. Here's a bit of a better view of our quail hut for those of you who haven't seen it yet. My husband built me this last year. It has the middle section. Both sides have doors, and those doors both have sliding panels, so you can block them off. So you can lock them outside. You can actually have 1, 2, 3 different pens, one totally inside, 2 totally outside. And then I actually have my husband add a small little piece where the cat was hiding in there, so that all winter long now I'm able to have 2 completely separate groups of quail that we can keep on the ground all winter. I had the entire thing plasticed last winter, like this half is still. I used it as a greenhouse this spring, left the plastic on. It worked really well to bring all my plants down because I keep them upstairs in my husband's garage, so I wasn't walking up and down the steps all the time to bring them down. I still have a couple in here that were late. So I have 2 cucamelons right here, which I'm gonna try to put in pots because my other cucamelons I put in the ground, and one of them got eaten. My cucumbers got eaten. I'm not really quite sure what's doing it, but I think they'd be safer up in a pot in the garden. And then I've got a few herbs in here that I'm just waiting for them to get a tiny bit bigger so that I can plant them out in the garden again so that they don't get eaten. All right, well, I will let you guys ask any questions below if you have any questions about the quail coop. I didn't build it, but I really do like the design. There's the doorway there where they can get in, and there's that small section inside for this half, and the other half, if the door was open, would have the entire other portion of that inside, and that's only for winter. In the summer, they're absolutely fine outside. Now we got to get to work, get this plastic taken off, move their heat plate out to this half, and tidy it up a bit for them. All right, I had to pause for a second because this door in the winter has actually gotten quite warped. So This little crack in here is definitely enough for a weasel to get in here, or for a baby quail to definitely get out. And they will get out and the weasels will get in. So the baby quail are gonna stay in the middle for now. And I'm gonna ask my husband for some help just kind of putting this door back straight again when he gets home. Go in and see how the adults are doing today. Everybody's just chilling out because it's so hot here today. It's about 26 degrees Celsius. I see you guys need new water there, which is like 79 degrees Fahrenheit, I believe. Back in the corner there is the mama Fee that we bred from. The dad is actually gone. We had somebody come pick up a group of quail, and I actually thought that he was a hen, which was my mistake. He just got along so well with our other male Peanut Butter, who's over there flicking shavings. He got along so well, and I thought that he was a female until I separated them out to sell them, and he started crowing at me, so he had to go. We only need one male. We did keep Peanut Butter here. He just has tons of interesting coloration. He's really hardy. He's super friendly. He's not the biggest guy, but he seems to get along with everyone, and he does a great job breeding. This beautiful female here is actually from an egg that I shipped in from Calgary. So that is about $1 million quail right there. And some of these other guys are from a quail friend of mine about an hour and a half away. We kept them, a male and a female. And then there's a couple hiding underneath here. So those are the colors we'll be working with, as well as the Fee. No, you can just stay right there, sweet pie. As well as the Fee genes. I like to have a farm mix. I think that it's fun, especially for people who are hatching out just as a hobby. You can tell them it's a farm mix and just make sure that you are breeding for temperament and behavior and quality of bird. And then you give that person a really exciting hatch and some really good animals to add to their farm. It's not always about making pure lines or breeding specifically. Sometimes it's just about making a really good quality bird. Hey, Peanut Butter. So, had to bring in the door experts. My husband said the piece of wood is just warped, and the only way to fix it is to build a new door, which he is not doing, which I am also not doing. So we came up with a solution. He drilled a hole just in a little bit, which lets the entire door sit further in comfortably. Excuse me. And there will be no gap, nobody getting in, nobody getting out. So that will be good. Just getting ready to move the chicks, have everything set up in here for them, have their heat plate, their food and their water, made them a couple places to hide. Oh, and they can get out here and get into the breeze, even though it's still hot out here. Okay. They're out. They're just gonna come out of their transport vehicle. See, they know exactly where it's safe. They love little places that are covered out of the sun. And I put their exact same water and food here, so they know exactly what that looks like, and it's the same type of situation. See that they found it now. Yeah, that didn't take them long. They know. 7, a little more in there, 7, 8. So the 8 breeders we're gonna continue on with. Now I'm not telling you to put your birds out at 2 weeks before they're fully feathered. Oh dear, we have an issue with the kitten is what we have in my plants there. That's going to be a problem. We have unseasonably warm weather here right now. Because my birds are raised on the ground, I find that if we can get them outside, they do really well as long as they stay dry and they don't get a chill. So there's no rain in our forecast, and so they shouldn't be getting wet at all. Now I'm gonna have to go over there and deal with that situation sitting in my lemon bergamot. I hope you enjoyed. As always, comment any questions, anything you see that you have suggestions for me, or why are you doing it that way. I always just do it the best that we know how. It's all trial and error all the time, especially when you're just a second year in learning new skills. But I'd really appreciate it if you like and subscribe. Have a great day.